Hey everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm talking to you right now from this parking place. I'm sorry for this sound because this is the hospital car. It's not my car. So I just have arrived and it's time for duty to start. It will start at 7 a.m. and will end at 4 p.m. 20 minutes, I think, 20 minutes to start our duty. And that's where we go home and start our weekends. This weekend it is going to be a very congested weekend because we have a lot of projects to do. And I doubt the weekends will accommodate these projects. I think it will end before we finish our projects. Yes. And this week is over at last, hopefully after the 9 hours. It was a very stressful week. Let me tell you a little bit about it. First off, in short, I had an interview for job promotion that I was waiting for many years, and I had to collect necessary information about job description of this new job and the new requirements and responsibilities, and gathering resources of informations about the formal questions that are going to be asked on in a job interview, etc. So it took me a quite long time, starting from the week, to prepare myself. So it was stressful. It was very stressful, and even the time of the the interview, it was. I'm not the type of the person that is actually panic with anything. I'm very steady. It's personality, but it's just to admit at the beginning I was a little bit stressful. You know what I'm saying? And anxiety happened to me very, but it was very short. But I did very well in the on the interview, and I made sure that I kept my head and shoulders above everyone. But the problem is 13 individuals actually joined yesterday interview, and a lot of them were ladies. So I'm not sure. If you ask me, honestly, I have no idea. Maybe I will not get this job. Anyways, but it was a quite a stressful week. Number two, we had an issue with my neighbor who's living adjacent to my villa. He renovated his villa, but expanded his villa a little bit, 15 centimeters on my property. He took 15 centimeters from my property. Actually, that was on the slope. The slope, there is a slope used for cars to get inside the villa. So he expanded that slope 15 centimeters or more in my property. So that's why I talked to him and I asked him to remove that extra 15 centimeters immediately, ASAP. And he did not respond at the beginning, and he said that there was no increase on the original size of the slope, and all we did, that's according to him, he said all we did was to remove the previous tiles, ceramic tiles, and supply new ceramic tiles at the same place, at the same size as like before. We haven't done anything wrong. That's what he said at the beginning. But of course that was not the truth. And I had to be very tough with him, guys. And I am sorry for this. I'm not that kind of, I swear God, I am willing to abandon 15 centimeters for him. I am willing to abandon even meters of my property for him, because he is a neighbor. The neighbor in our culture is very valuable to us. Very valuable to us. We value the neighbor so much. But unfortunately, let me tell you something, guys. And that's why I want you to really benefit from this advice. It's very important. I hope somebody is going to benefit out there from this advice. When it comes to property, when it comes in particular to land, soil, be careful. Do not abandon any centimeter for anybody. Make sure that at least if some aggression happened, if someone took from your land even 1 centimeter, make sure that you let him know about this, so that he will realize that you already aware about what happened. Otherwise, next time he will get into your land, not only 1 centimeter, 15 centimeters, 15 meters, 1 kilometer he would do that. Ask me about this and I will tell you. I'm living in a place where properties are near to each other, there in the Fife Mountains, and believe me, if you are not aware, if you are not really that person who is really keen about his rights, they will take your land, because they will just only at the beginning start taking a little bit, meters, half meter, some centimeters, you know, without informing you. And if you keep silent, next time they will take more, you know what I'm saying, without even taking your permission. So that's what happened with this neighbor. So you have to protect this. Sometimes, unfortunately, you have to let others know about your rights by telling them, hey, please stop. This is my rights. This is my property. That's my advice to you guys. And now he removed that expansion. I thank him very much. This is a nice person. He's a nice neighbor. I swear to God, if this is not a good rule I knew throughout my life. I'm 50 years old. 50 years old. So I know throughout my life experience that it is wrong, big wrong, to abandon anything from your land to anybody without letting him know, especially he did not take your permission. You have to protect your rights. So, and the issue was solved. But if I did not say anything, issue will not be solved, and another issue will come. So that's my advice, guys. It was a very stressful week. So, and some other stories that I'm not going to bother you with this, because this is happening with everybody throughout this week. I'm sure a lot of stories even happened to you guys. I'm sure about that. I know about that. I'm saying this for one reason. That's why I want to just, finish this talks with this important advice that I think is very useful to many of us. If you have some troubles happen to you, please remember that other peoples are suffering from calamities and problems, huge, devastating, and quite disturbing problems happen to them. Lose of family members, accidents, car accidents or deaths, or problems, bankrupt issues or something for some other people. I mean, multiple disasters happen to them. Did you have any one of these? I think no. If you did not have any one of these, you have to know that this life is prone. It is prone for any of these at any time. You know, the big one of them is going to be the death of you, the death of your family, this is going to happen. I mean, for sure, either you will die before witnessing anything, so it will cause sadness to your family and your family members, or you will witness the death of your family members, or one of them. This is happening everywhere. I mean, we're not immune to that. So, but for me, last week was none of these things happened. That's why I'm happy. So I want you to be happy, guys, all the times. I want you to be happy all the times. Thank you very much. Wait for me. This night we are going to meet some other projects. Until that time, thank you very much. Take care and see you soon.